Our hearts have been torn since the year I was born. That's 1980. Investigations and knowledge go back to that year. Aboriginal peoples living in fear. It's now 2020 and I am now 40. For my whole life, my people have been dying. For 40 years, our grandmothers have been crying. Crying in mourning and crying for justice. Why does it seem just us? It's 1991 and I'm now 11. 99 lives now in heaven. Aboriginal deaths in custody report from the Royal Commission. Implementation of 339 recommendations now the mission. 11-year-old me sits down with my mum. I simply ask, Mum, how come? How come our mob die in custody? It's the same year we sing, Where is our treaty? Well, Mum, now they all know, surely justice will now flow. No more Aboriginal deaths in custody, I said exultantly. I didn't understand what was underneath, but it seemed like Mum found it hard to breathe. It's 2004 and I'm 24. We see how we are still treated by the law. Cameron Doomadgee is his precious name, a 36-year-old man with a strong frame. Arrested for swearing is what his charge read. An hour later, the tall man, he was dead. A community finds it hard to breathe. It's 2008 and I'm 28. 27 January is the date when we learn of Mr. Ward's fate. A dancer, a speaker, a respected elder, a 360-kilometre drive in the hot desert sun with no water. Cooked to death in a metal van, said a reporter. Mr. Ward can no longer breathe. It's 2014 and I'm 34. Miss Dew is dragged along the prison floor. Unpaid fines, her only crime. With broken ribs, she was wounded. Police and medical, a liar, it was concluded. As she lay there dying and in pain, she was put in handcuffs as a restraint. Inhumane treatment, said the reporter. A young woman, just over 20. The injustice and treatment means it's hard to breathe. It's 2016 and I'm 36. This one hits home and I'm physically sick. This time it's my friend. My titter's brother meets his end. His name is Wayne Fella Morrison, fisherman, father, beloved son. Footage withheld and no police statements to give a clue how after 3 minutes one turns black and blue. A first time in custody can be a death sentence. This is our lived reality. Another family who finds it hard to breathe. It's 2018. Over 500 lives, now the total lives taken. Yes, it's true, sadly, you are not mistaken. Footage of a young man now hits our screen. Confusion sets in as you want to intervene. To find out his name is your task. This horror you must help to unmask. You won't see his face, but clearly you will hear. It echoes the calls of Aboriginal peoples trembling with fear. He says, I can't breathe. 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 Why do we have to beg for life? Where are our human rights? Coroner, CCTV footage, corrections officer, asphyxiation, spit hoods, excessive force. After 4 decades of screaming, our voices are hoarse. 99, 147, 339, 432. Numbers and names, violence and vocabulary, wrongdoings and waiting. When will we have justice? 1. one life taken, one life too many, one precious life that should have been protected, one death that could have been prevented. One of you to join, one more and one more and one more and one more. We call on you, Australia, our brothers and sisters. I ask you to listen and listening drive you to action. It's time we call on the territory, states and nation to end this inaction. The treatment of Aboriginal people's lives has been treasonous. May it drive you to outrage with us. Weep with us, walk with us, write with us, scream with us. Just as these Aboriginal deaths in custody seem relentless, through love, let our pursuit for justice be relentless. Australia, this is our reality of deaths inside. The pain and truth can no longer hide. Join us in justice, so it's not just us.